Question: how old are you? I'm 52 years old. That means I have 52 years of life experience. So I'm not sure how old you are. Let's say you're 35. That's still an awful lot of experience. And I'm sure by the time that you're 35 years old, even if you're younger than that, watching this, you have a great deal of experience in heartache, excitement, happiness, joy, frustration, resentment, guilt, fear, anguish, anxiety. All of these things we all have inside of us, and we know what they all feel like because we've all got memories linked to those emotions. Now, where I'm going with this is that if we have such a great deal of information within us, then it does mean that we have all of the answers to the problems that we're facing right here, right now. We're continuously looking on the outside, aren't we, for answers. We go to therapists, we go to life coaches, we go to counselors, and that is a wonderful thing because sometimes we just can't figure it out on our own. But I just want to give you a little tool here where you can figure it out on your own. So if you don't have a life coach or a counselor, or you can't afford a very expensive therapist, then you can sit in a state of mindfulness, a state of meditation, and figure out for yourself what the answers to your challenges are. Because after all, when you go to see, for example, a life coach, they don't give you the answers. Neither does a therapist, neither does a counselor. They don't give you the answers. You don't go there with questions and they say, okay, this is what you should do. They actually draw the answer out of you. So you have the answer residing inside of you. You've had it there all the time. You've always known. But we never get quiet enough, do we, to actually listen to the voice within, to the wisdom within, to the teacher that resides within us, and actually listen to what that answer is. We're continuously distracted with social media, with advice from friends, with the phone ringing, with text messages, with talking about the same things habitually, going round and around in a circle of thoughts and emotions, and never breaking that cycle long enough to get quiet and find resolution, find resolve. So I'm asking you to take time out for yourself every single day. And don't expect miracles in the first 5 minutes, okay? Don't get impatient with this. You've got to be really kind to yourself and allow yourself time. And if you think about it, how often do you actually sit down in a silent space with no radio, your phone's switched off, nobody's talking to you, you're in a room in silence and you're alone? And you stay that way with no distractions for at least 5-10 minutes. How often do you actually do that? Because that's where you'll find that gap between thoughts in a silent space where we dig deep, we go within, we just allow the mind to start to settle in a mindful state. It's almost like a portal opens. And when that portal opens, it's a gap between thoughts. And in that space, that's when we connect to our creativity. That's when we create to our intuition and it starts to download. But it takes time. And the question to you is, are you willing to take the time out to actually connect with your higher consciousness, your teacher that resides within you? Because it's always there. It's just you've got to meet it in the right place. It won't come into your busy mind. It can't exist at that crazy frequency of the monkey mind. It just doesn't exist on that frequency. So we've got to raise our own frequency. We've got to change the energy. We've got to change our electromagnetic field around us. And in doing so, we open that portal. We gain access to that wisdom within us. You can be your own alchemist as such. You can create your own outcomes. You can be your own pharmacy if you just go within. The answers are there, they're residing right now. You know, it's like we're living in a little boat on the surface of the ocean, and we're getting thrown around and people are colliding into us, and we capsize and we fall out the boat and we barely have any energy to get back in, and then we've got to keep on going, and we don't know how big the waves are going to be. We don't know what tomorrow's weather will bring. We don't know how much we'll get tossed around in that little boat. But always, less than a breath away, there's the deep tranquility of under the surface of the ocean. And that's where we go when we go into a mindful state. That's where we go when we meditate. I want to end this with the breath of fire. So if you've watched my video on breath of fire or you've practiced it before, then please join me. So we're going to curl the fingers in, the thumbs point towards one another. We're going to raise the arms above the head, 45 degrees from the ceiling. And on every exhale, we're going to pump the upper abdominals and the diaphragm. Okay? So every out breath with the nose, you force that breath out. I don't want you to worry about the inhale. The inhale will just naturally happen. Okay, so let's do this. Eyes closed. Get your focus now on that space between your eyes. Pull up the pelvic floor. When you do this, you put yourself into a sphere of energy. Okay, start breath of fire, pumping that breath. Keep it going. Focus on that space between the eyes, pumping the breath, raising the arms up, keeping them nice and straight. Come on, pumping that breath, creating that sphere of energy around your body. Pump it out. Just a few more breaths. Come on, keep it up. And a big inhale, taking your palms together at the top of your head, stretching the entire torso, breathing it all in. And bringing those closed palms down in front of your face. Your thumb is pressing in between your eyebrows. Breathing out. Keeping your focus between your eyebrows. The answers to all of your challenges reside within you. They always have. They always will. The answers to your problems, your challenges, are right here, right now, deep inside of you. Focus on that space between your eyes. Nice deep breaths. That silent space is inside you. And when the thoughts start to calm down, there'll be a gap where you connect with your inner wisdom, the teacher within, where you are your own alchemist. Placing your palms down in front of your chest. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste.